Hey y'all, it's Mary, and it is Saturday night of a 3-day weekend, actually, so I hope you're getting ready to have a good 3-day weekend at 7 o'clock, and that means it's time for a video tutorial. So let me just get started over here, make sure everything is working like it should, so I can see folks as they come up. Obviously, this is not a card that you are seeing on your screen. Hi, Jean. How are you tonight? Appreciate you joining. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Mary. Appreciate you joining. Good afternoon there in California, eh? Hi, Kathy, Terry. Hey, Rosie and Angie. Appreciate you joining. So I thought, right quick before we get started, hi, Pam. Hi, Amy. Hi, Donna. That I would show you my newest acquisition. This is my Stampin' Storage blending brush stand. You can tell that because that's what it says right there on the little sign like that. And it just came today, and so I put it together real quick. It comes flat, so if you ordered this, don't be surprised if it comes in a padded envelope. It comes in a shrink-wrapped package, and you just put it together. There's a couple of 3 pieces, and you're going to want some wood glue or something so that you can attach the tabs. But you can see this is a 25er, and the brushes just slide in the slot and balance there like that, and you're ready to go. So I don't know if you've all ordered it. You can pre-order it now. They'll ship out on the 12th. I got mine because I'm an affiliate. But I think it's going to be kind of cool, and I'm looking forward to having it on my desk where I can see all of my blending brushes. Obviously, I have a few gaps. I'm going to need some more. All right, so that's that. The blending brush stand from Stampin' Storage. I hope you'll all get one because we all know how awesome the blending brushes are. Hi, guys. How are you all? I appreciate you joining me tonight. Now, here is the card that I gave you the sneak peek of this morning. It uses the, I don't know if you were able to pick up on my very, very clever, stealthy, and hard to figure out hint, but this is the Hey Chick stamp set and the matching chick dies. And I don't know what is better about this bundle, the stamp set with these crazy chickens or the amazing dies in the chick dies. I'm gonna have to say it's all awesome. So I hope you'll get them. It's a limited time. They'll only be available while we've got them. So if you want these dies, and when I show you the card, I think you're gonna want them. Okay, so let me set this aside. I've got most of the pieces cut out, as you can tell. Do they ship to Canada? Yes, they do, as a matter of fact. I'm pretty certain of that. But you can always go on my website and click the link and then put in your address, and if they won't, then you will be able to tell right away. So I think they do, but you would need to just be double checking. Okay, so here is the set. I made this actually the other night while we were on our Zoom, the craft room. I was making it while we were chatting, and the other ladies were all working on their own projects. And so a couple of ideas came from them, and I'm going to share with you how to do them. All right, so here we go. I've done a lot of pre-cutting, which is good because there are a few die cuts to do, and everything will be on my blog tomorrow. All right, so first of all, I'm going to take a piece of Bumblebee DSP from the 2020-2022 In Color DSP pack. You know, that's the 6x6 pack. And I am going to adhere that on a piece of Old Olive to create the card front. Okay, that was easy. Now, from my handy bowl of die cuts, I'm going to pull 2 pieces of chicken wire, and by chicken wire, of course, I mean die cut chicken wire. This is in soft suede. Let me put this away. Oh, that was a sneak peek. I cut 2 of them, and you don't need the whole shoot and match, but I wanted 2 because I wanted it to go all the way across, and I'm going to show you a little trick because I want these to kind of fall off the edge. So I have my Mossy Meadow card base, and I'm laying the card front on it so that I can see where my chain link, my chicken wire is going to overlap, okay? And I want it to extend off the edge of the card front, but not off the edge of the card base. Did that make sense? All right, so I'm just gonna cut part of this off. I only need about half of it. And then I'll go ahead and use a little liquid glue to adhere this to the card front. And I've got a hanging chad A couple of little hanging chads there. Okay, it'll be okay. We're just going to use a little bit of liquid glue. Remember, liquid glue, a little bit will do ya, little dab will do ya, but you want to get enough on that it actually kind of stays on your card front. Because cards that stay together are really preferable to cards that fall apart. Just throwing that out there. Oh my goodness, look at that. That worked well. That was great, Mary. Okay, there we go. Let's try that just a little slower this time. Okay. And I'll just take my little damp chamois and give it a little tap just to get some of that glue that I just spread all over the place. I might be a little out of it today. I spent the day, so yesterday Wayne and I had a terrible buffoonery with my computer. And we were trying to set up an old computer as a print server. And in the course of doing it, my old computer and my new computer appeared to be joined at the hip. It's an Apple thing. It's an iCloud thing, which is good if you screw up, you've got a backup on another computer. But if you decide you don't want a whole bunch of files on computer A and you delete them all, then computer B, when it is joined at the hip with computer A, says, oh, you want to get rid of all of those things too? Gone. So I woke my computer up to finish last night and it was all gone. Everything was gone. I had like 7 file folders left on my computer. I didn't have my watermark. I didn't have pictures. It was terrifying. I'm not going to lie. It was terrifying. So I spent part of today with a poor young man who had the misfortune to pick up the phone when I called in my Apple Care help request. And he got to help me. Yeah. Okay. So this is the largest oval from the Stitched Shapes die set. And I have just cut it from basic white. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get rid of this because I don't need the card base now. And it's kind of annoying me. All right. And then I'm going to adhere this over the top. That was with dimensionals. Maybe you didn't catch me doing that. You should have known I'd have some dimensionals somewhere. Okay. Now, I've done a bit of die cutting. So let me show you what all I've got. I have here one of the cutest dies I've ever seen. This is a chicken coop, and can you tell, it's cut from soft suede. Can you tell how much dimension it's got and detail? That's just from running it through the cutter, okay? Then I also made, I did get all my files back. It was really not as hard as I thought. Fortunately, I don't actually know why, and even though I asked him the question, I still don't know why. My current computer did not actually delete some of the more current things, like my peppermint tracker, which was at risk, certainly, but it was fine, and a couple of other things that are important. And I had, fortunately, been religiously backing up my computer every Sunday, so I did have a pretty recent backup. And he was able to help talk me through that. It turns out that time machine thing is pretty darn handy. It works pretty good. All right, so what's kind of fun about this die set is, you see, you can cut 4 little corn guys at once and 4 little corn husk guys at once, but you have to cut the stalks one at a time. So I cut 4 of these, and I cut 4 corns out of Bumblebee and 4 husks out of Old Olive. My corn stalks are Mossy Meadow, okay? Now, on the Zoom, the craft room the other day, the ladies that were on there were much more corn savvy than I, and they told me I should not put 4 corns on one stalk, and I did not know that. Apparently, a stalk makes a corn, so that's what I did. I did 4 corns and 4 stalks, and that turned out good because it gave my card, oh yes, a little collage. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to do a little gluing, and I'm going to glue some husks to some corn cobs. Okay, a lot of gluing, and then I'm going to show you the coolest idea ever, and I have to thank Debbie Lindauer. Debbie, if you're on, I'm thanking you again for this amazing idea. Yes, go plug it in, Amy. Just do it every stinking week. Uh-oh. I totally just tossed a corn husk somewhere. Where did I toss my corn husk? Wait a minute. I gotta find my corn husk because the only thing I didn't make an extra of was corn husks. Oh, dang it. I just went like that. I went fling, fling like that. Where did it go? Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna get this little die right here, and I'm gonna cut another corn husk because I really. Oh wait, no, I found it. It's on my computer. Whew, that was lucky. Okay. One big old stalk and only one ear of corn. I didn't know that. I know. I mean, they, you know, they're from cornland, so I had to assume that they knew what they were talking about. My one experiment with growing corn was such a dismal failure. I had a lot of stalks and what I thought was a lot of corns, but then when I opened up the corns, the husk, there was like, well, let's just say it was quite disappointing, and I had wasted a whole bed on nothing, Okay, so I'm just using liquid glue to glue my little old olive husks, pretty sure husks are old olive, to my corns, like this. Why did I do that? Nobody knows. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and put him on here, and we're gonna put him like that. And then I'll add the corn husk that I meant to glue on here. So that one got a little ahead of itself. This one was eager to get growing, apparently. Okay, so now I have my 4 stalks, and I'm just going to put these on in random spots on my stalks. And then get ready to be amazed and also mystified. Okay, amazed and mystified by what I am going to do next. You're gonna love it so much. I was amazed by this, and it was kind of crazy how happy I was with it. I'm just throwing that out there. Just saying. I was so happy with this. All right, so here's the last stalk and the last corn. Okay, there was some disagreement about whether they should go up or down, but we decided up looked better. It's kind of like the shutters. Maybe the shutters should have been the other way, but it was better with them going the way I did it in my card. Okay, now we're going to make silks. I'm going to take some of the 3/6 multiple ears on a stalk. I don't know. Is there one or is there multiple? I don't even know. But on this one, field corn. You guys are losing me. I've lost it. I've lost it, okay? So I don't even know. I don't know. Whatever kind of corns only have 1 ear on them, that's this, okay? All right, so you're going to take a little bit of 3/16 inch braided trim, and you're going to cut a short little piece like that. And then you're going to put a little bit of glue on the end of said piece of braided trim. You're going to turn your stalk over, and you're going to stick that to the corn like that. Okay, and then you're going to do it 4 more times. Because while I am confused about how many corns go on a stalk, I do know that every corn has silks. Now I know this because I have to trim them off in the grocery store. Okay, so now I've got my 4 little pieces here. Oh my goodness, we're having an entire debate about how many ears. Who knew? Who knew? You would have thought that would have been like a, yep, all ears are 1s or 2s. But no, nobody knows. Okay, so I'm just going to do this on all 4 stalks and all 4 ears. And they're all drying while I'm finishing this up. Just a little bit of liquid glue. This was Debbie's idea, and it was so good that I must have shown it to him 12 times on the camera and said, isn't this so cool? Is this such a good idea? I can't believe this was such a good idea. So you're going to want to do this for sure. For sure. If you don't have braided linen trim, then when you order your chick dies, get it. Okay? I'm just throwing that out there. Just get it right away. All right, now I am going to go back and make sure that my silks are in front of my stalks, because that makes sense to me. Like that. And then we'll turn this like that. And then watch this go from being braided linen trim to being silks. Just pull that apart like that. And if you've got a tweezers, if you don't, get them, just get them. Just telling you, you can use those to kind of spread them apart. And all of a sudden, you've just added some really cool texture to your card and just added a little more fun. And these are fun dies, so any fun you can do is a good thing. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, so just pull it apart. Now, you could do like I did, which is put the silks on, pull the silks apart, and then try to glue them on. I assure you that is much harder. It is also much harder to do that after you put the stocks on the card front. Don't ask me how I know, because you know how I know. I'm just saying that you know how I know. Okay, Google says it can be 1 or 2. That means it must be true. When did Google become a verb? Did you ever notice that? I mean, Google is a, person, place, or thing. It ought to be a noun, right? Like a pronoun even, a personal pronoun, like, I guess would be maybe, I don't know. You're taxing my English. What it wasn't ever was a verb, but now it's a verb. Yep. Actually, it's both, right? It's a verb and a noun. That's amazing. Okay, so there are my little silks. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now we're going to let those set for just a second, and I'm going to color my little chick. Yes, absolutely. Google knows more than farmers who grow it. That is for sure. Everybody knows that. Come on, man. Yes. Okay, so I stamped little crazy hair dudette, she's a dudette, I've decided, on some basic white in tuxedo black and cut her out with her die. And now I'm going to give her a little bit of a hair job. She has decided to rock a little bit of flirty flamingo right here, just a streak, because she's a bold thing, no doubt. And then in her tail feathers, of course, because hello, your tail feathers do need to match your hair. So that's my Flirty Flamingo Stampin' Right marker. And then I'm going to use my Bumblebee Stampin' Right marker to color the rest of her, because she's a blonde. She's obviously going to have more fun than anyone else, you can tell, because she's got pink in her hair. Hello. Okay. We're just going to color her little hair right there like that. I suppose technically these are feathers, but we're calling it hair because it's on the top of her head and it looks like hair to me. Okay, we'll color that in, and then I'm going to do the same with her tail. And then I'm going to put this away. I'm going to do her beak too, sorry. And her little legs are also Bumblebee. And then I'm going to use my dark So Saffron blend for her body. There was much debate the other night about what color her body should be. And finally I decided, well, these dies match up with the chicks from a few years ago. This is the chick, well, I'm assuming you mean this Hey Chick, right? This is the set that it goes with. This was from the 2017 Celebration flyer. Okay, so if you still have this Hey Chick set, then yes, that's what it goes with. Okay, so I'm going to use my, not the bullet end, the brush end, my dark So Saffron mark blend to color her little body like this. And I'm just going to do my usual highly artistic coloring job where I color the whole thing. And this is the dark blend. So then I'm going to just come back and add a little bit of shading around her edges, so that we get a proper sense of her roundness. We'll put a little under there. Okay, and that'll do it. And then I'm going to come back with my Stampin' Right marker again, and I'm just going to go over a few of her feather hairs, just to give her a little more, you know, like she's had a little color job done, little highlights here and there, in addition to her pinkness. Okay, so everything is cut. Let me put a sentiment. I've cut the sign from Soft Suede, and I'm going to do Hey Chick on the front of the sign, and then we can assemble everything and be ready to rock and roll. All right, so I'm just gonna stamp this right in the middle and hold it, and hold it, and hold it. There's a separate set of new dies for the old set. Yes, okay. So there's Hey Chick has the chick dies, and then there's the Hey Birthday Chick, which has the Birthday Chick dies. Okay? So there's two chicken sets. This set right here is in the January through June mini catalog. Okay? The die set that goes with it is an out of catalog product. So it is not in the catalog. The Hey Chick and the corresponding chick dies are neither one of these are in a catalog right now. So you have to go to the online store to see them, or however you want to do that, but you can't find them in a catalog. Okay, so these two items are completely out of catalog, and the the Birthday Chick dies are also out of catalog. This one is in the current mini. I hope that answered the question that I didn't really see very well to know what the question was. Okay. My kitty is doing okay. She is eating better, so the medicine they gave her is helping. She gets more of it tomorrow. They told us we could do it every 3 days, so that'll be fun. I know she's gonna love that. Nothing a cat like. The only thing a cat likes more than getting pills is getting a bath, right? All right, so I'm gonna use a little bit. Thank you so much for asking, Debbie. I'm gonna use a little bit of liquid glue here, and I'm probably gonna stick, maybe I'll do it in a minute. Okay, we're gonna put him right about here. And then, yes, I'm gonna slide the dimensional under there just to support it, because this is kind of hanging there, right? So I'll just pull this off. See why I live and die by these tweezers? Because you can do so much with a good pair of tweezers. Like that. Okay, there we go. All right, and now I'm going to take some of my previously cut and cornified corn stalks with either 1 or 2 corns. These are 1 corners. And I'm going to adhere them onto my little oval, like so, with liquid glue. Yeah, I am gonna do it just like that. Let's see, I think we'll do another one like this off the edge a little bit, like so. Okay. And then we're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna do our chicken, our little crazy haired chicken. All right. The corn is popping up in rows. I'm killing myself. Actually, I can't even take credit for that. Somebody sent that to me. I'm not sure what. Okay, so now I'm going to use a few dimensionales. I'm going to close this. Use a few dimensionals too. I know the coop is too stinking cute. Just too stinking cute. I'm going to put this like that, and I think I'll put one more down on her little bottom. Like that. And I might actually even put a couple of pieces. I'm going to cut a little piece to put under her feet, because you don't want her feet going every which way, right? Her little feet need some support. Let's see how we're going to do with feet. Yeah, I think we'll put a little foot, get a little foot action on there. Okay. And then we'll peel these off. Peel these off. Oops, not peel the whole dimensional off, Mare. Goofy. Goofy. All right. And then put him here like that. Okay. I'm going to take my last corn and kind of tuck it up under her on her left side. Her left, our right. Like so. Try to make them straight. I'm pretty sure corn grows straight, you know, until it gets blown over by a hailstorm. Okay, and now I'm going to take my sign and tuck my sign just like that. And I want it down far enough that you can see that she's got pink in her tail, because otherwise you've just lost your whole pink, right? I'm a little out of frame. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, I was a lot way out of frame. Sorry, you guys. Goodness. There, is that better? Is that a little better? There we go. Okay, hopefully that's better and you can see what I'm doing now. Okay, let's see, I was doing this. Okay, so I'm gonna go like so, which means I'm gonna put a dimensional under here, and then I'm gonna do another little cut piece to put under the stake, the sign post, if you will. And it's going to be just like that, except I need to put my dimensional up higher. Okay, like so. I think that'll do. We'll pull the covers off, put a little bit of glue here, and then we're going to put this on just like that. Okay, and that's it. I'm not going to put any more on there. I know that's very unusual for me to not put, like, you know, some rhinestones or even some, you know what you could put? Actually, I may have to do that just now that I've thought of it. I might have to put, no, I'm not going to. Not going to. Done. Done. And done. Okay, now I am going to do my innards, and to do that I'm going to stamp the second sentiment, have a happy day. Hey chick, have a happy day. That's why I said it would be so good. I have to pull this to me just a little bit. That's why I said this would be so good for Galentine's Day. So one could make the argument that Valentine's Day is a made-up holiday, which really means Galentine's Day is like made up squared, right? All right, we got that, but it's fun, so let's have it. And then I'm going to stamp this little guy in the corner. And when I say guy, I grew up in a time when you used the male for everybody. It was, hey guys, meant girls and guys. And then I'm going to try to be so efficient. Not my strong suit always, but tonight I'm doing it. And stamp her on my envelope too, and then that can set aside and dry. Okay, and then we're just going to do a little more coloring. What is this Galentine stuff? I guess it's a thing where you have all your girlfriends and stuff. I didn't really know it was a thing, but I have since become wise in the ways of the internet, and therefore I now know that it is a thing. All right, again with her Flirty Flamingo streaks, and we'll go ahead and do her on my envelope as well. See, is this not so efficient? I mean, serious. Look at that. I only have to uncap it once. The time I have saved is frightening. If this whole Stampin' thing doesn't work out, I might become an efficiency expert. Not an organizing expert. That would be inappropriate and ludicrous. Just ludicrous, I'm saying. Why is there some singer dude named Ludacris? Is that a singer or is he a comedian? Why would you name yourself something that, you know, I mean, when I was growing up, and I thought still, it was sort of a, like, you didn't really want to be ludicrous. Nobody wanted that. And look, see, I shouldn't even be an efficiency expert, because look, I didn't color her tail feathers here. Good Lord. Look at that. Fail efficiency expert. As I was tooting my own efficiency horn, I was borking it. Okay. Y'all were you trying to scream, "Don't put the cap on yet, Mary. You haven't done her tail feathers, Mary." Okay. I'm glad you enjoy listening to me, Connie. That makes me feel good. Because sometimes I feel like I'm just a goober. Just a goober, little goofy. Okay, here we go. I think her hair's cute. I'm thinking about some pink streaks. I think I would look good in pink streaks. I don't know. Maybe. The only problem is once they start to grow out, everybody will know. Now remember, when you're coloring with your markers versus the blends, you do have to kind of try to go all in one direction with your little strokes, because it doesn't blend as well as the blends do, which is of course why blends is not in their name. Okay, so I'm going back with the darker hair feathers, just a few here and there, gives her just a little texture. And I'm going to take a quick look at my card front lady and see if she maybe wants a few more. Yes, she does. I'm going to darken these up just a little bit. Just a few. See, I could also be a hairdresser. I mean, look at that. That is like art right there. That is art. I couldn't do it to my own hair, but she's got some cool chicken hair. So they could celebrate. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. I didn't really need an excuse to go buy myself chocolate. I'll do that whenever the mood strikes. All right. Wayne is pretty convinced that Valentine's Day is not really even a thing. So, okay. There we go. I like it. I like her hair. I think her hair is just adequately fine. Now I'm going to take my So Saffron and give her a little color. You guys can only hope to be as good of a Stampin' blend artiste as I am. I mean, really. Look at the skill. Look at the skill. Look at the talent. It's amazing. Remember, when you are doing the blends, when you're using the blends on your envelope, you either need to put something into the envelope to protect the back, or you need to have a very light touch. And since a very light, delicate touch is what I am known for, said me never, I'm risking it and doing it with just that. So then I'm going to bring this back and give a little shading to her to make her a little more round. And there we go. All done. Whew, I didn't even go through. Almost, you can see it's very close, but I did not. Close does not count. All right. We'll put this on our old olive mat and into our Mossy Meadow card base, and we are almost there, folks. Here we go. Is that not cute? I love that little chicken. The hair kills me every time. I've heard there are chickens with that actual hairstyle. Not the pink. Probably not the pink. But certainly with the crazy hair. Certainly with the crazy hair. There you go, Julie. That is correct. Hey, Roz. Glad you could make it. All right, here we go. And there we go. I like it's real subtle. I do like this is a great color palette with the soft suede, bumblebee, old olive, and mossy meadow. It's a good combination of colors. It's a good combination of colors. Oh, I'm gonna have to pull out another strip of dimensionals. Well, I'll tell you what, I go through these like hotcakes. Let me get over here to my other awesome Stampin' storage device. Here we go. Well, I should probably take it from the side where you pull the dimensionals off. If you try to take dimensionals off of the strip from the back, your success rate's going to be very low. Just saying. All right, here we go. Uncorkify them. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so there's the card. Now we'll put another little piece of the DSP on the envelope flap. Crested chickens, there you go. Of the beloved fictional deputy director of Parks and Recreation in Pawnee, Indiana. Oh, this sounds, Diana, I'm not going to say that you've just copied and pasted that off of like Wikipedia, but I think you totally did. And that's why I didn't know about Valentine's Day, because I am going to go out on a limb and say I've never seen Parks and Recreation. Although, is that with, it's not Tina Fey, it's her sidekick, the funny blonde lady. Who is that? I can't remember. She's funny. She's the one, she does a really cute commercial with, for, is it Comcast? Comcast or one of the network TVs. She does, network or cable companies. She does a cute one. She's pretty funny. But I can't remember her name. She's not so funny that I can remember her name from one moment to the next. Okay. And we're gonna fussy cut that right quick. Here's what you do if you've got a strip that's just a little bit shy of making it. Just cut straight across, just like that. It's still got plenty of stickum space to hold your envelope shut, and your recipient will never know the difference. So there you have it, and there you are, and there it is. Remember, braided linen trim makes amazing corn silks, okay? So use it, do it, get it, make it happen. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I appreciate you. There it is, Amy Poehler. There it is. That's the one. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your long weekend, and you stay warm if you're in one of those places where I saw people telling me it was single digits, which is way too cold. All right, guys, thanks so much. We'll see you on Thursday, 2 o'clock. Or no, yeah. No, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock on Thursday, YouTube channel. All right, see ya. Ta.